Our judge today is Brent Miller. He is from Houstonia, Missouri. He is married to his wife Deanna and they have two sons, Cole and Ty. He owns and manages Murphy Cattle Company, a 200-head seed stock operation consisting of Angus and Seminole genetics, as well as operating a seed sales business. He started showing cattle at the age of 12. He previously worked for Transova Genetics. He has been the herdsman for Kissy and Wallace Cattle Company in Missouri prior to starting his own beef operation and semen business. He has previously judged at the National Western Stock Show, the Fort Worth Stock Show, the inaugural Show Steer Junior National, the Keystone International Livestock Expo, the American Royal, and at various Green Junior National Jackpot shows. Welcome with me this morning, Brent Murphy.
Yeah, they are weird changes.
On the roots or all of the
This is steer shape neck?
Junior.
In our first class, we have entry number 7357, Megan Miller. Entry number 7735, Shane Neely. Entry number 7604, Julia Dyer. Entry number 7606, also Julia Dyer. Entry 3922, Braxter Hoisington. Entry number 7786, Haley Maggie. Entry number 3923, Nola Hoisington. Entry number 5974, Rory Buma. Entry number 7852, Collins Dixon. Entry number 7939, Shelby Vincent. Entry number 8004, Jordan Lott. Entry number 3431, Chase Campa.
pleasure to be back here with you today. Hey, the sun's shining, everybody's good, and hooked up. I think this is what this ring's supposed to be, good sun and natural light. Just good, we're getting there. So, hey, what a way to start here. This is a good class.
12, 9, 11, 8.
It's a close prayer up here on the top end, but I just prefer the Bible. Not in love with his feet by any means, but after that, that's a good beat one in terms of his look and his presence.
Hi, Melissa. Work up here so she can help her do results.
I think he's better in terms of his front
You are
feet.
amazing.
The way he usually with that, he's good balance, he's got muscle, good place to start. Congratulations to you.
I was just telling you because you had mentioned
Here comes
yesterday.
Max. He is a little better looking. He's a little higher back.
So this is Anne.
Fingers in good, gets his chest, balance is good.
Mom, this is Melissa. Melissa's gonna help you.
Hi, Melissa.
That's Michael.
Were you our numbers lady last night?
Maybe he's
You out there going?
Yeah.
I liked your up and then the down and the 6, 9. Yeah.
10.
I know. I was like 3, 4, 5. I was like, no.
6, 7, 8, 9.
The code before it was like I could just walk through it.
I love it.
Maybe not quite as good in terms of the front end, in terms of the feet up, under the shoulder to the ground. We need to square it
Yeah,
out.
champion breaks in there.
Just seems more genuine, but power, muscle, still looks good.
I thought you were reaching over.
Good luck, good job with you. Good solid feet you have from here, no quality, good free calories. He's got muscle, he's got wings, the balance is good. How
many does he want me to announce?
As good as fellow in front of him. He can train that one on his hip, he can strengthen him out behind his shoulder, we'll get him on the stand, but that one there's got upside. He's been good, he'll face down, he'll have a nice leg, he's got muscle to him.
I don't know how many he wants me
Romans
to.
are like the same. I think we're looking for that one that from the side pushes him pretty hard. We need to change these rear hop. We need to get out more intense muscle shape. He's good up high, he puts a little flatter down, he's pretty quick. Not quite as coordinated in terms of how he sets out his rear hop. Very well presented, young lady. Watch that flat there as well. Long body, good looking, right in front next. He just needs to fit and soften. He's not perfect in his rear hop either. We can get him in and let him get more comfortable in his ankle. But he's got presence, he's got reach, he's balancing good, he's got genuine lift, the skinny one up high. We just need to beat that one. He'll get better as well in the later life. Good solid calf comes next. This one was stouter in terms of his muscle, but on that front, he's a little lower in terms of where his neck ties into the top side of his shoulder. The one that comes to us in that condition, a little bolder, a little more awkward, right at the point of his shoulder, not at the base of his chest. We can change that to there just a nickel, but a good calf there as well. A little more moderate, some stretch in the right calf. This one's huge body, a little quicker if you will, skills in terms of the maturity pattern. But that one's not muscle, that one will feed them. This one can get the car motion there.
Okay, so you just want the top one.
Okay,
so hang on a second. I don't have any champion breaks in here.
It's underneath.
We're going to find another one of those.
Perfect.
So we just go through and then at the very end, that's the champion one. Okay.
That one just needs to be hotter, coming and going.
Okay, so then we want the top 2 Arizona kids from each class to come back at the end after Supreme Champion. Okay.
Like there's 3 of these better on his rear leg. He's giving up some muscle. He's got a good foot. He's good. Young man comes back to real market. He's got all the muscle in the world. He's giving up high. That's good. He's still got a good foot.
I could take a picture of it send it. Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna wear your shoes out.
And how many do you want me to announce? Do you announce all 12?
Good way to start the show.
In first place was 39-31, Faith.
Good class here as we get them out here. Very competitive, great set of young people. We took a little different format, and I think it'll be all right. I'm kind of simple, and I can't start at the bottom up. I just not in me to look for the negatives and build from it. I'm one that likes to start at the top and go down, and maybe I'm too simple to change, but that's just the way it is. But good calf here wins. This one's good. I mean, he's dense muscled, big back, and feet and legs are good. Not the softest bodied one, and I'm okay with that because he's still got tons of body shape. He's good in his heart, he's good in his forerib. That thing's got a good look. He's got awesome feet and legs. That is one dense back one that's got true dense muscle. That he'll have that when he's done. Still got an awesome look, very well presented. Congratulations to you, young man. We moved this yellow one up. The longer he was out here, the more he wanted to get comfortable. That's good cattle, really good cattle. He just needs to. When he first hit the ring, he was up on his toes and wasn't wanting to just settle down and go, but he's gotten better, and we've worked our way up. He's a little plainer right at the base of his chest. After that, a lot like our class winner. Good looking, huge back, good pin set, wide build, still got body shape. Feet and legs are good on that thing. Once I bet we turned him loose, I bet there's not a problem at all with his rear leg. Hey, like we talked yesterday, I see him when he come in the gate now. He got better as we went. He worked his way right up because that's good calf right there. He's done a good job hanging with him. Good looking one here in third. This one needs more muscle, more shape. We comparing those two right in front of him, but that thing's set up for success. That thing is high neck. He's good looking. Feet and legs are good on that one. And with that, he's still got some width. I mean, for being a skinny one, he's square underneath. His underpinning's still wide enough that it matches. That thing's got muscle shape up high. He's dense back. Feet and legs good on that one. That one just will get better every day of his life. He just needs to keep feeding and softening. But hey, that one's got all the right parts to be a very good fat one someday if everything stays together. You've done one awesome job of presenting, young man. Good job. Good heifer here. It comes next in terms of muscle and presence and look. Gets a little awkward in terms of her hip and her rear leg. She's not as comfortable when she sets it down with that. She wants to dump her pins and get a little uncoordinated. Hip forward, that thing is real good. That's an awesome bodied one. It's good in her forerib, high necked, awesome chested, big backed up high. Just need to square that one's hip up. Let her set her leg down and go just a little bit better. The black and white one comes next. Good calf there. On the stand, that one's really good. Just need to fix his feet and legs today. He wants to get up on his toes and not be as coordinated. That thing's got a skinny neck. He proportions good. He's awesome down his top line. That one just needs to be stoutened up at the ground. He needs to go off his rear leg better. Then we get into a calf here that's really, really good in terms of body, in terms of shape, feeding. I wish that one had more muscle to match his stoutness of look and his stoutness of feature right in the seat of his britches. He gets a little flatter there comparatively. He's not as coordinated in his spine. We got a black one that comes next here. Good calf in terms of look and presence. That one just needs more shape today, but a good calf as well. Good calf here comes in terms of muscle and shape. That one gets a little rounder in terms of his hip. He's not quite as coordinated off his rear leg. Maybe gets a little frailer there, but his look is good. His muscle shape is good. His balance, that one will feed and soften and do some right things. We can shut his tail head down in him as well, but good job with him. The roan calf here comes next. Extra good looking, extra good in terms of true dense muscle shape. Body shape is good. Underline up, that one's really, really good. That one just needs to be better from his underline to the ground in terms of his runners. He needs to be able to go better off both ends of his skeleton. Good kind right there. I'll move this moderate one up, and that's a good calf. I don't know how big he ever gets, but that thing is square backed. He's got muscle. We got him over here in this line, and he needed to go up a few. He still balances okay. In terms of just his look.
Is it easier if I go behind you?
She's back into his flank
Sure.
and set his tail head down in him, but a good calf as well. A little longer geared one comes next. This one will feed to a little heavier weight. He's good looking. That thing's neck set is crazy. It's way high. He's good looking up front. With that, coming to his skinny, he's still got body shape. That one from his hip back's where we need to change him. Gets a nickel rounder build, not as coordinated off his rear leg. Stout that one up in terms of his bone and his foot to match all that, but a good calf there. The black calf comes next, just moderate, easy feeding livestock. He's got a good enough look. He's got enough muscle. Needs to handle his rear legs a little better and set his spine down in him just a shot. Young lady, that's a good calf in terms of balance and look. Then we get into a gray one that's heavy duty in terms of bone and foot and stoutness. just needs to fit together better. That one just doesn't proportion quite good enough for me. Gets a little rawer and harsher, if you will, but that one too gets better with feed every day of his life. One that's further along in terms of maturity here, got plenty of muscle and shape for what we're dealing with. That one just needs to be more extended up front. Give that one just a little better look if we're going to bring her in this setting, but a good cattle as well. So another good class, great set of calves, better set of young people. Congratulations to all of you.
First place goes to entry number 2941, Cannon Buckner from Wolford, Texas. Second place was 7403, Jace Evans from Redmond, Oregon. Third place was 3968, Bronson Campa from Golden Valley, Arizona. Fourth place was entry number 7741, Christina Nunes from Porterville, California. Fifth place was entry number 7725, Margaret Lugo from Bakersfield, California. And sixth place was entry number 7842, Allie Massagill from Cliff, New Mexico. We will need Bronson Campa and Cole. Entry number 1499, Ward Roden. Entry number 7414, Carissa Dixon. Entry number 5247, Maxon Oswald. Entry number 7445, Mallory Senert. Entry number 7637, Kellen Stanley. Entry number 1915, Daisy Howell. Entry number 7758, Kinley Bartold. Entry number 7594, Brighton Wooten. Entry number 7460, Stetson Quintanilla. Entry number 7436, Riley Vermillion. Entry number 2073, Ava Glazier. And entry number 3692, Cameron Whiterack. Sponsors make it possible for us to run this show. Please be sure to say thank you to them should you see them. We have Purina Animal Nutrition, Mini Mafia, Empire Power Systems, Allflex Merck, Bales Hay Sales, JBS Packerland, and Sullivan Supply.
challenging and fun to get into and judge because there's every different shape and size, and you've got to really bear down and prioritize what you like and what you can live with and what you think we need to really put in my mind up on the front end. And I don't know if there's one in this class that says, hey, I got to win, because I don't know if there is, but I think the two that I land on, if we can put them together, hey, I think we'd be right in a good spot, because they're complete differences in terms of their type and their kind and the way they're built. And I think as the longer we're out here, Red gets more comfortable on his feet. When he can do that, hey, that's the one that's got an awesome look with big dense shape up high. Of these young lightweight prospect cattle, hey, I've always been a believer they need to be really strong in their top line and be really stout in their back if they're ever going to be when they're fat. We put these two on the profile, and that's where that one suits me. His top line stays within him. He's not perfect in his rear leg, but neither's the black one right behind him. So after we get past that, that's the one with the far-reaching look. That's the one with the extra square back. That's the one that's dense up high in terms of true shape. That's the one that's wider in his pin set. He's stouter in his bone work. I'd love to soften him from his sheath back up into his flank, and we can change his rear height just a pinch. But I'll tell you what, in this particular class, when you're finding the ones that you truly think are the highest quality, that's the one I land on the longer we put him on the stand. As you can see right there, his top line is dead set perfect in him. The black one's kind of wanting to sag and come apart. Hey, for a simple Missouri kid, that means that one's got way more muscle in him. He's got way more posture, the right kind of show calf. That's where you can go ahead and win, young lady. Congratulations to you. That black one's really good in terms of when we put him into motion, outside of the way he handles his rear leg, that calf is really good because his top line comes together just a pinch better when we get him out into motion. He's good neck, he's good looking. He's not dead set perfect up front. For one that has no more true shape than that, he wants to get on the stand and open up front just a pinch in terms of his front feet. I'm okay with that if he's got a great big caboose. He needs to have more shape back there if we're going to build him a little bit like that. But that thing will feed good. He will stay good. I know his structure is good. He's not one to give us the best trip in here today. You can read the angle to his ankle, the angle to his hop. All that stuff is set in him good. Hey, we're showing him out here, and that's when I see him. I suppose we turn him out on grass, that one never misses a step because he's built for time. He's built to be that way forever. This is where I see him. You know, I wish he could set it down and go better. If that one's super mobile, I can deal with him being just a shot lighter muscle because of his balance, his speed and look, and all that. Very well presented, young lady. Very good calf. Best of luck to you. The Herbert just gets to be third because he's solid. I mean, he's very good, very highly presented, and there's nothing the matter with that one. He's not the biggest boned one of the next few. He's maybe, you know, a lot of people ringside maybe think that's not built to be a show calf, but that's good livestock right there. That thing combines an awesome look with good feed look. His balance is incredible. His muscle shape is good up high. His shape down through his lower hip is good. That thing's presence is incredible. Yeah, when he's under onto the ground, we need to stout him up.
But it might just
push
be
those other two. But that one right there, in terms of what he'll show against, what he'll be, that's high quality livestock, young man. You've done an awesome job presenting. This red one's way good if you can talk yourself into that one having enough true width underneath. If that one's truly wide enough built in his underpinning, coming and going, hey, you can start with that red one because his look is awesome, his muscle is good, his bone is good, his body shape has some shape for a skinny one. He needs to be softer there. My problem is when you stand in front of him, you get right behind him, you watch him walk, he's just simply too narrow for me. I just need to bust him apart, open that one up in terms of his underpinning true width. Then I can buy into a skinny one that needs a shot more muscle if we got true width underneath, young man, okay? You keep feeding that one, he's going to get better every single day of his life. He's got some far-reaching pieces. I just wish he came to us today with more sheer width underneath of him. Good calf here on the stand in terms of just sheer width and muscle. This thing is big back and big hip. Pinch round in his hip, we get him out here and that makes him not. He gets just a little tighter up high so he doesn't handle his rear leg quite as good. But that thing's look is incredible in terms of one that's that chubby and that dense right behind his blade and that good in his forearm, and his chest is elevated and shoved back in him. That is very impressive. I'd love to square his hip up, loosen him in his hip, and stouten his bone work. Other than that, young man, that's a high quality calf that's got dense muscle, a big square back in him, and a good look. We just need to loosen him up high to where his leg can hinge and go better. Good calf right here, and I suppose a lot of you run this one up a little further, and I'm good with that. Long term, that one simply needs bigger feet and bigger ankles to set him down and go. I love his look. I love his muscle shape. He's got an awesome rear leg in terms of the set to it on the stand. There's no question. One of the better ones in the class in terms of that. He proportions pretty well from his hock up. His muscle and everything matches his head, it matches his look. We just got to stouten him down low at his foot and his ankle and let him set it down and drive off of it a better. With that, we need to give that one as far along as he is and where he looks like in terms of maturity. That one needs opened up right behind his blade and his forerib all the way through his center body. That thing is hairy, he's well presented, he's awesome looking. Young man, you've done a good job with a good calf there. The white one comes next. This next pair is kind of hard, and you'll see what a guy's about. One of them is awesome looking in terms of presence. One of them stouter. They both need to be better in terms of their runners and the way they get out and go. I like the one that's got more dense shape. This is a big stout one in terms of back shape, in terms of hip. He needs to go better off both ends. He's got a good look. I can take that kind that's got true shape, maybe just a shot better than I can this black one here, but you've got a good calf there as well. Hey, if this black one will ever stouten and soften, hey, it might be lights out because his silhouette is way good. You talk about just study him nose to tail. That thing is high necked and that thing has got shape up high. That thing still gets out and goes pretty good. The set to his front end is way crazy and maybe sounds dumb, but maybe he gets down on his front feet just probably a shot more for one that isn't any stouter than that. But that thing's presence is incredible. His look is good. His balance is good. That one just simply got to have more true shape and more muscle for this guy. Hey, there's a lot of people that fall in love with that kind, and he'll be right up to the front. Young man, you've done an awesome job presenting a high quality calf. A little more moderate kind here that just gets a little plainer in terms of his build on both ends, but that one will feed good. He's got muscle, he's got body shape. That'll just be a solid feeding calf. If he'll grow and do the right things, it'll be all right. A little better looking one comes here in old Spot next. He's good necked, he's got some body shape. This one too simply's got to be wider coming and going. We need to redesign that one's rear leg and how he gets out and goes. Just pry that one apart in the base of his chest. He gets plenty narrow when you watch that one right up front. His look is good, his bone is good, a lot of good there. This calf here maybe is as challenging as any in this class. You can get looks of him where you really like him, and then he can kind of come apart on you. He gets a little lower in his neck set. He gets a little plainer in his top line. Maybe sometimes he's not as coordinated off his rear leg, and then the young man gets him parked and all put together, and you think, hey, that one's way better, and then he kind of moves forward. That calf right there, he gets a little plainer like we talked. We need to raise his neck set. He just simply needs to be broke better to when he comes in that gate. And the minute I get a seam, that he gives us a better look. But that one is very, very basic in his build. He's very solid. He's very good. There's tons upside there as well. The white heifer comes next. Good cattle here just in terms of body shape and having some muscle. This one gets a little shorter and plater in her face. She gets just a nickel uncoordinated off both ends. Need to set her rear foot down, let it go better. Need to loosen that one in the angle to her shoulder and set her back in her knee. But that one's got body, that one's got muscle. Solid feeding livestock here. Maybe not the bone and the muscle shape of those others, but that one's got extension. It's got body. That one will feed good. That'll be a very solid fat calf someday. Maybe just not have the extras in terms of bells and whistles, those cattle in front of them, but that's good livestock and easy livestock to feed. Stouter one comes in old red. He just gets a little tangled up on both ends. We ask him to go, he wants to duck his pins and not be as coordinated. He swivels his hip and his rear legs, but that thing's got muscle. He's got a good look, he's got body. Young lady, you've done a nice job with him. So another excellent class, really challenging to line up, but awesome set of competitive young people. Congratulations to all of you.
From Atascadero, California. Third place goes to entry number 7594, Brighton Wooten from Roswell, New Mexico. Fourth place goes to Kellen Stanley, Sanders, Arizona. Fifth place goes to Maxon Oswald, Pocatello, Idaho. Sixth place goes to Riley Vermillion, Silver City, New Mexico. Our best of Arizona from that class, please come back to the show after the end of the Supreme Champion, Kellen Stanley and Carissa Dickinson. Coming in the ring now is Class 4. We have entry number 7589, Eli Norsworthy. Entry number 4995, Weston Elwood. Entry number 7865, Afton Kowchek. Entry number 7772, Isabel Lowry. Entry number 8285, Kendall Rust. Entry number 7479, Addie Lafferty. Entry number 7506, Caden Kaysen. Entry number 5907, Bella Evans. Entry number 7571, Avery Cavett. Entry number 2894, Carly Nash. Entry number 7963, Calvin Munson. Entry number 7754, Wyatt Harrison. Entry number 8080, Cheyenne Cordova. And entry number 7586, Holly Norsworthy. Class 5, you are next. Please be sure to check in at the gate, at the north gate, the Sullivan Weaver gate. Class 6, please be on deck. The open show classes are posted at the Livestock office for pre-check only. Please go double check your entries for the open show at the Livestock office.
Yes, no problem.
Stop now. Just be ready.
Carter Munson. To the north gate, your class is next. Savannah Blythe, Carter Munson. Class 6, be ready to check in next. Savannah Blythe, please make your way to the north gate. Savannah Blythe, your class is next.
Hey, this is fun, and this is very, very competitive all through here. This is a good set of cattle, and better than that, it's an awesome set of young people. And I'll tell you what, you get up here on this front end, and I mean, I'll tell you, I have a lot of fun right out here. And you know, maybe at times everybody probably wonders what the world's he doing, and that's okay. I mean, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm giving you every ounce of what I got to get it absolutely as right as I can. Not at all for me. Not at all for me. I could care two less. It's about me, about these kids and the hard work and their efforts they brought to it. So it's been an awesome setup, and they're competitive as heck, and this has been a lot of fun. Hey, before we get into this silver one, I'll tell you, there's times he don't take a perfect step, okay? There's times he don't, and we talked about it yesterday. I did not bust my tail to try and get here to single trait y'all's cattle. Okay, you bet. He could be maybe in a different ring, in a different setting. I'm not making excuses. Maybe in a different place or being broke further along. Maybe that one sets his foot down. Absolutely perfect, every set of it. Because if you bear down and read his structure, read the size of his foot, and a set to his foot, and a set to his ankle, and his dew claws come off the back, and it's a 45-degree angle to the back of his heel to his dew claw. Hey, that thing is supposed to take a good step every time, every step. Now we've talked about where he needs to be better. That's a very good calf. You talk about one that's got an awesome presence. Looks like a fat steer. That is one dense back, wide pin, awesome built calf. In terms of the way that one's got so much muscle in the top side of his skeleton and how big his caboose is, to be built like that through the point of his shoulder and laid in that tidy and nice, and his chest be elevated up in him with a feeding kind of head on him that looks like that one's going to be a fat steer someday that's going to go to the show. I always tell my kids at times when we get ready to go to the show, sometimes maybe we don't have the best one, and I think, hey, we got a nice one, they're going to have to beat us. When you load that one someday, I think you're going to load one and think we can go win the show, if that makes sense, because that one's very good in my opinion, very well presented. Congratulations to you, young lady. The black and white one is way good in terms of his look, his presence, his build. That thing has got a crazy neck set. His body shape is so good for one that comes to us genuinely skinny. That calf is skinny, but he's got dense muscle still built in him. He's not the stoutest, but in all proportions. I love that thing's proportions in terms of the way he fits together. Those are huge feet, big legs. They're built the right way. They work the right way. They're bolted on the right way. Everything's good. Right here's where that calf gives me a little bit of trouble. At times he wants to get a little lazy and dump the center of his back and it falls out of him. With that wild presence up there, I wish that thing had just a shot more shape. If he did that, hey, we might stand out here another 10 minutes going back and forth because I think that one's got tons of upside. I love this baldy from his underline up. That's a good feeding one that looks like a good fat steer. He's dense up high. He's got muscle shape. His underline quality is good. He's a pinch lower in his neck set, and he's not quite as coordinated. He gets frailer in terms of his foot and his ankle, and he's not as coordinated in this setting in terms of how he sets it down and drives off of it. But that thing's got a head that tells you he's going to get better. He's got dense shape. His underline quality is good. Very well presented. Congratulations to you, young lady. The next two get pretty close, and I think what separates them would put him into motion. His calf on the stand, he is skinny. He is very skinny. On the stand, he wants to kind of dump his top line and maybe not be quite as collected. That one gets out and motors. He is built the right way. He flexes, he goes, his top line comes up in him. I hate his head. I hate the shape of his forehead right there. But after that thing is skinny neck. He's got quality. That thing's still got muscle for a skinny one. He's got awesome feet. He's got awesome bone. He's got presence. Hey, that one right there will be a lot of fun to feed someday. I love this calf that comes next just in terms of this shot right here. He balances about as good as any. He's up-headed. He's got presence. His bones look huge. I've changed the shape to his feet. They give him a little bit of trouble, but I guess the question to me is, we make that one look so big in terms of his feature, it almost hinders him because he looks just a little flatter in terms of his muscle pattern. If his muscle matched his bone, hey, we're going up towards the other end. The way he comes to us today, he's skinny, he's just a little frailer, he's just a little flatter in terms of his muscle shape, but his presence, his balance, his underlying quality, all those things are good. That one just simply needs to stouten. There's not a major hole at all in that calf. He got in a good class. That one comes to another show someday with some more shape. Hey, that one's right at the front because that's a good high quality one right there. The two yellow ones comes next are good cattle. This one here in front of me, he gets a little tangled up on his rear leg. He wants to dump his pins and you swing his legs a little more than he does flex them from behind. He gets just a nickel straighter in his pastern. After that, that's a good calf. He's way good looking. He's got muscle. That's dense shape up high. He still balances. Very well presented. Congratulations to you. Oh, Yeller comes next. That's just solid calf. He's not as stout as those cattle in front of him. That's cattle that gets better every day of his life. That is a wild-necked one that's got a great look. He just simply needs to stouten. Runners are good. He gets out and goes. He just simply needs to stouten. Young lady comes next. On the stand, she can challenge all of them. Right there. It's when we put him into motion. He's simply got to set his foot down and go and be more coordinated off of it. That's a good body, one that's got muscle. For one that's a little plainer in his head and the base of his throat. His chest is uniquely built in terms of shoved up in him. That thing's got big bone. He's got big feet. All those things are good. Right there, you're thinking, why is that one down there so low? Watch him walk out of this ring, and for this guy, he's just simply got a motor better. The one that comes next, this is a good calf as well. He's good looking, wild-necked, awesome chested, still has body shape. He's still good enough in his forerib for the way he comes to us. That one needs it's a little uncoordinated on the move. He's a little more upright in his knee, just a little straighter there as well. Margaret Everett comes next. That's good, solid livestock. She gets a pinch straight up front, but after that thing's got length. She's got dense muscle up high. She's got a good look, little plainer in her face, not quite the body shape so we have those other cattle. Good solid black one comes next. Young man's done an awesome job with. That one it'll get better too every day. He's one that's never going to have the extras in terms of his look or presence, but that one's always going to stay in a good spot because he's very fundamentally correct. Black and white one's pretty good when we get him on the stand. He's got muscle, he's got bone. We can keep heading them out. He's got muscle and bone and all those things are good. He gets a nickel tangled up. He's straighter up front. He's not as coordinated. He wants to kind of dump his pins and get up. We need to jack his neck set up, change him right to the field of his face, but change that one in terms of high motors as well. Blackman comes next, extended, really neat and attractive up front. He gets out and goes probably a nickel better than the body in front of him. We just give up too much muscle to flip that curve for this guy. Then the young man's got a Herbert he's done an awful good job with. This one just needs to blend together a little better, young man. You got muscle, you got body shape, feet and legs are good. That one will get better. Every day you feed him, he just needs to blend and come together just a shot better. Awesome class of cattle, better set of young people. Congratulations to all of you.
Results from Class 4. In first place, we have entry number 8285, Kendall Russ from Bourne, Texas. In second place, we have 7479, Addie Lafferty. In third place, we have 7506, Caden Kaysen. In fourth place, we have entry number 7865, Afton Kowchek. In fifth place, we have entry number 8080, Cheyenne Cordova. And in sixth place, we have entry number 7754, Wyatt Harrison. Now entering the ring, we have Class 5. Entry number 1370, Riley Dennis from Prineville, Oregon. Entry number 1913, Daisy Howell from Parks, Arizona. Entry number 7701, Bentley Jarkeen, Kingman, Arizona. Entry number 2292, Addie Potts from Wichita Falls, Texas. Entry number 7593, Bryden Wooten from Roswell, New Mexico. Entry number 3709, Melissa Lane from Pinedale, Wyoming. Entry number 7718, Annalena Lugo from Bakersfield, California. Entry number 7733, Landon Rogers from Chino Valley, Arizona. Entry number 7937, Shelby Vincent from Kingman, Arizona. Entry number 7488, Peyton Owensby from Folsom, New Mexico. Entry number 7669, Savannah Blythe from Orcutt, California. Entry number 4382, Kylie Taylor from Hayden, Idaho. Entry number 7809, Dylan Carlisle from Kirtland, New Mexico. Entry number 7954, Carter Munson from Hagerman, New Mexico. Class 6, please be at the north gate to check in. Class 6. Want to mention a few more of our major sponsors. Please thank these sponsors if you should see them. Without their support, we cannot do these shows. Tractor Supply Company, Transova, WW Rodeo Livestock Systems, Going Places RV, Lake & Cattle Company, our judge this morning is Brent Murphy from Houstonia, Missouri. He and his wife Detta have 2 sons, Cole and Ty. He owns and manages Murphy Cattle Company, a 200-head seed stock operation consisting of Angus and Simmental genetics, as well as operating a semen sales business. He started showing cattle at the age of 12. He has previously worked for Transova Genetics and was the herdsman at Cassie and Wallace Cattle Company in Missouri prior to starting his own beef operation and semen business. He has previously judged at the National Western Stock Show, the Fort Worth Stock Show, the inaugural Show Steer Junior National, the Keystone International Livestock Expo, the American Royal, and various breed junior nationals jackpot shows. Please help me in welcoming Brent Murphy. Class 6, please make your way ringside to the north gate. Class 6, please check in at the makeup area, the north gate at the Sullivan and Weaver end. Gate.
Can I have Mrs. Ritchie please come to the to the cattle office, please? Mrs. Ritchie, please come to the cattle office regarding your open entry.
Class 6, make your way over to the north gate. Class 6. Class 7, please be ready to check in. Class 7. Jaden Miller and Dominic Lugo to the north gate. Jaden Miller and Dominic Lugo to the north gate. Please check in. Your class is next.
Another good class here as we get into them. Another competitive one, and maybe lines up probably a little more logical in my mind. But I think once again, not to sound repetitive, we got a good one to win, and the front end's really competitive. But this one that wins is good. I mean, I'm going to say we get into him. In a perfect world, I'd love to stouten him from his hop to the ground to match what he is up high. And after that, you can maybe pick on him at times. You want to think he runs a pinch downhill. But his neck sets high, his look is good, his presence is good. That thing's underlying quality, and his center body, for one that has that kind of presence on that end, that kind of muscle on that end, still be that pliable, that soft, that genuinely good, right in the center of his body, right through the base of his heart, right through his forearm. Hey, that's pretty good livestock. His feet and legs are bolted on right, he's square coming and going. All those things are good. He wants to get out and go. One of these days we'll get him broke. But once he does that, he never takes a bad step. He just maybe doesn't want to do it for you every now and again. But that's a very well presented one, very high quality one. Congratulations to you. The one here in second, good calf. I mean, on the stand and at first glance, you really like that calf. He gets a little lower in his neck set. He gets a little plainer through the base of his chest and the shape of his forehead, maybe a nickel. But two, he just simply needs to set his rear feet down and go just a nickel better. He does that. That maybe becomes a little closer in my mind. That thing's got muscle. He's wide built. His presence is okay for where his neck attaches, because he's good down through his chest, and his underlying quality is good. That thing's bone work is good. He balances good. We just simply need to let that one be a little more attractive and collected. Maybe his posture be better when we ask him to lead, and his head raised and his rear legs set down right. Hey, he does that, and then maybe we got a little closer race. But a good calf there, young lady, you've done a good job with. Hey, this silver one, just good livestock. He needs to be stouter behind his, right up over his withers and right up there in his top line. But after that, you just look at that one. That's hard to make livestock. That is one high-necked calf that is good through the base of his chest. He's awesome right through the shape of his face. That thing is huge body for one that's got condition like that. He's got muscle shape. That one continues to get better. He's not the stoutest in his bone work. He's not the most attractive on the sides profile just because of his top line. If we could kind of stouten him right there over his withers and set his tail hand just a freckle, hey, then that thing gives us a better look. But the basics of good cattle, that one is way good. He's got some far-reaching pieces and some unique stuff to him. Young lady, that one gets better every day of his life. You've done a good job with him. Real heavy-duty, solid, basic one comes next. This one's just a little bolder at the point of his shoulder. He's just a little rounder build on both ends of his skeleton. But after that, that's a good calf. That thing is dense muscled. He's got big bone. He gets out and uses it right. He doesn't go at the fastest speed and the fastest gear, but everything hinges and moves right on that one. He gets just a shot planer right up on the crest of his neck and the base of his chest. We talk about that, but that one's good. That'll make a nice fat one someday, young lady. You'll have a lot of fun with him down the road. This orange one's good, and from his underline up, that thing is good looking. He's dense back. He is square built coming out of the back of his blade all the way down his top line. That thing's incredible up high. It's from his underline down. Need to redesign his hock and the shape to it and the way he uses it. He's good up front. We just need to change that rear leg and that rear hock. We do that. That one can kind of push him a little harder. Awesomely presented one comes. Awesomely presented one that comes next. This one's good looking. He balances good. He is awesome in his presentation. He just simply needs to be stouter for this guy. He needs to have more true shape coming out of the back of his blade all the way to the ball on his tail. That one just needs shape all the way through. But after that, if he gets it, hey, his presence is awesome. Runners are pretty good on that one. I think maybe his hocks will open if he gets stouter. That's something he's got to tell us, not me tell you. But his presence is good. His balance is good. You've done an awesome job bringing a high-quality calf to a good presentation here in this ring. Congratulations. The yellow one comes next. He's a lot the same as the orange one a few ago. Underline up, he's pretty unique. That's a skinny necked one. It's got good body shape. He's got good muscle. He just simply needs to be redesigned in terms of feet and legs. Need to stouten him in his foot. Need to stouten him in his ankle. Need to change him in the way he's built in his hock. That thing's got presence for days. He's got muscle. Hey, that's good cattle there as well. Little stouter bone one comes next here. This one gets a little rounder in terms of his hip. He gets a little plainer in terms of his head and his chest. That one simply needs more shape through the center of him, but he's still high-necked. He's still got some bone work. He's still got some muscle. Solid calf. This next pair of market helpers, I'll tell you what, they're higher quality livestock than where they are, I guess in my mind, I might look at this as a prospect market animal show because we show so many steers. This Baldy's good livestock. I don't know if she's terminal any day of her life, but that's good livestock. She's good looking, she's good bodied, she's still got some width, feet and legs are good. I guess in my mind, as I look at it from where I come from in this setting as being terminal, I don't know if that one's got enough horsepower to go any higher. Her quality gets her higher, horsepower maybe doesn't. A lot the same for this Baldy, good looking, one that balances good. She's good bone, awesome rear leg on this one on the stand. Just simply needs more true shape, needs more dense muscle. We're gonna put him in this one. Hey, this gray one comes next. He's got a good look, he's got muscle. Young man, you've done an awesome job presenting him, getting him here. I hate to run you down there. That one's running gear just ain't built good enough for me. He gets too tangled up behind on his rear leg. He's not as coordinated. He gets a little more directional on where his front feet are gonna land. But hey, on the stand, you get every ounce out of that calf. Somebody's worked hard to make him look that good. My hat's off to you because I know what it takes to do it. I just simply wish that one had a better running gear and could go. Real good bodied one here that's got more muscle. He is better on both ends of his skeleton than the one right in front of him, no doubt about it. But I guess I'm still gonna land on one that's got a nickel better look and a little more presence to him in this situation. This is a good calf that'll get better every day, just solid. He's got width, he's got body, he's still got a nice look. Not as coordinated on his rear leg, just a little rawer built, coarser built, if you will. Another good class, awesome set of young people, very competitive. Congratulations to all of you.
Class results from Class 5. In first place, you have entry number 2292, Addie Potts from Wichita Falls, Texas. In second place, you have Peyton Owensby from Folsom, New Mexico. In third place, you have entry number 7809, Dylan Carlisle from Kirtland, New Mexico. In fourth place, you have entry number 7718, Annalena Lugo from Bakersfield, California. In fifth place, you have entry number 1370, Riley Dennis from Prineville, Oregon. And in sixth place, you have entry number 4382, Kyle Taylor from Hayden, Idaho. We have two Best of Arizona kids in this class. Landon Rogers and Bentley Jerqueen, please make sure you come back after the Supreme Drive for the Best of Arizona competition. That's Landon and Bentley. Entering the ring now, we have Class 6. Entry number 7895, William Cash Spindle. Entry number 7655, Braylon Frazier. Entry number 7771, Dallas Ritchie from LaPorte, Indiana. Entry number 7761, Joshua Bartold, Spanish Fork, Utah. Entry number 7949, Jaden Miller from La Mesa, New Mexico. Entry number 3797, Jordan Hamill from Hagerman, New Mexico. Entry number 7716, Dominic Lugo from Bakersfield, California. Entry number 7504, Caden Kaysen from Wheatland, Wyoming. Entry number 7331, Elizabeth Heshe from Queen Creek, Arizona. Entry number 3432, Faith Campa from Golden Valley, Arizona. Entry number 7486, Addie Owensby from Folsom, New Mexico. Entry number 7820, Frank Machado from Lincoln, California. Entry number 7608, Braxton Houghton from Roswell, New Mexico. Entry number 7699, Bentley Jerqueen from Kingman, Arizona. Entry number 3708, Melissa Lane, Pineville, Wyoming. Entry number 7585, Holly Norsworthy, Radiant Springs, New Mexico. A few more of our major sponsors. Please thank them should you run into them. Without their support, this would not be possible. We have Boehringer Ingelheim, the British White Cattle Association of America, the Hilton Garden Inn, Phoenix, Midtown. We have J111 Cattle, Rolling Hills Cattle. Thank you, sponsors. Class 7, please make your way to the north gate and check in. Class 7, please make your way to the makeup area. Classes 7 and 8, please make your way ringside. Class 7, you are next. Please get to the makeup area and check in. Class 8, please be ready on deck. Madison Blythe, Clinton Dennis, Stetson Roethlisberger, Summer Wangro. You are in the next class. Please get to the makeup area and check in promptly. Madison Blythe, Clinton Dennis, Stetson Roethlisberger, Summer Wangro. Please get to the check-in area. Class 8, please make your way to the check-in area.
Hey, good class here, and I guess a pretty good analogy. I've always been one, first 5 steps in the ring maybe or what decides it, and I don't know if that's right today in this kind of setting, in this kind of big ring with this kind of footing, and I guess we just had a couple times here, not that it was any kid's fault by any means, but till we pick up this microphone, y'all go out the gate. I mean, don't ever quit, okay? And that's just not in this show today. That's the coolest thing about livestock shows. That's in life. Okay, the minute you walk out the door, it doesn't have to go your way, but keep going, because it might get better. Okay, that's why we show livestock. That's why we spend money to get here, to make you young people the very best we got. Okay, back to the cattle. Very, very good one to win. Logical place to start. Good calf. Really good looking. One that balances good. That's heavy duty one in terms of his foot size and his bone and his muscle shape in all proportions. You want to pick on this one? You can do it right there in his face, just a nickel. You can do it right over the top of his blade when he goes. He wants to open just a shot right up high over the top side of his blade. Hey, if that all stays together and makes his front end stay square, hey, we're all good, because that thing is awesome in his presence. He's awesome in his balance. That thing has got a hip and a rear leg on the stand. It's incredible. Very, very good calf, young lady. Very well presented. Congratulations to you. Good calf here in second, and I'll tell you what, in a class where maybe there's tons of structural differences where you've got to lay your priorities and you got to think, and the way I do this in my mind is the highest quality one wins, and then we go down, and which one would I want to feed for my kid? I think I got more faith in old Whitey here to go ahead. His running gear is built good. He's not as soft, he's not as stout, but that's one that'll finish the race. His look is good. He still combines that with muscle. He's got a nice body shape to him for one that comes a little skinny. And you get right in behind him, he's got outward shape. So I don't think that's going to be an issue down the road. His presence is good. Maybe he's not quite as coordinated in his hip, and the way his tail head's set in him maybe makes him look like it comes up a little higher. You really got to bear into that one in terms of his presentation of his tail head to see if his tail head sits up too high on his spine or if it's just the way it appears today. And I think it appears that way because when he kind of lets his head down and he motors, his tail head tucks down in there a little more correctly, and then you can get after that one. That one right there will get better every day of his life. That's the kind, I guess, of this particular class. If we're going to feed one at our house, that's where I'm going to land because I know that one can get better by what the good Lord's giving, and that calf's sure all right. The one here that comes next, this is the stouter one of this particular top end, minus our class winner in terms of width and bone and stoutness. With that, he's probably as good as any in terms of his feet and legs. I like that about him. His calf is solid. He will always be at the front end of a fast steer show. He looks like one. That thing is burly build. He's big up high. He's got width. His bone is awesome. His rear leg is good. His neck sets in him a little too low. We get him out into motion. Maybe he loses some balance and some look when we walk and we go. His chest kind of falls out of him and his neck sets a little lower. But that thing has got heavy duty parts. He's got muscle. He balances, soft, easy feeding kind. That one will make a fat steer. I'll land on those kind all day long. The yellow one comes next. We need to stouten him from his underline to the ground. After that, that's a good calf. Feet and legs are good. He's still got presence. His body shape is good. He's got width. We just simply need to stouten him compared to those other cattle in terms of his foot and his bone. He gets himself collected a little more the longer we were out here, and that's why we keep working up. You've done an awesome job showing him don't ever give up, and that doesn't mean in this ring, that means in all life. Just keep that thing because you came a long ways up this class because you got a good one, and he started to get comfortable. Big stout one comes next, and you love this one in terms of on the stand. This calf is good. He is high necked. His body shape is good. His tail head gets up a little, but that's not the issue with him. He just simply got to set his rear feet down and go better. I mean, he's got very, very unique parts and pieces. From his hip forward, that thing is way good. He's got a high neck. He's good through the base of his chest. His body shape is good. His bone is good. Everything is good. It's from his hip back. We need to change that one a little. Young man, he just needs to get more comfortable to where he can set him down and motor, but you've done a good job with him. Very basic cattle right here in this gray one, and we lose a little bit in terms of hair quality, in terms of just that first glance of presentation. You study that one, hey, that kind's all right. He's good neck, he's got body, he's got muscle, he's square up high. His runners is what gets him there. His feet and legs, be able to combine a look with bone and muscle and still go in a flexible package. That's why he beats the next couple, the next one for sure. But a good calf there as well. Young lady's done one awesome job with one that on the stand, hey, you think that one needs to go right up to the front. He gets a nickel shorter in his hip. He gets a nickel shorter and tighter up there. He's not as coordinated when he sets his rear foot down. He's like one a couple ago. Hip forward. Hey, that thing's got tremendous quality. That young lady showed a couple yesterday and gets every ounce out of them. She does an awesome job. I hope and wish you the best with that calf. If he'll decide to set his feet down and let his spine set down in him, hey, he's going right up. And like we said, I see him 10 minutes today, and he never did that for me. But that's a high quality when you've done an awesome job with. Oh, Yeller come up a long ways just because he's solid. His presence is good. The young man never quit showing him. He always had his head up. He always had his spine down. He needs to be stouter. I was a little harder on him in the beginning because I thought he just needed more true shape all the way through. But that right there is a lot like the one we landed on in second in this class. That one gets better every day of his life. That one finishes the race because of his feet and legs. He can make it to a market-ready weight. He'll still have balance. He'll never be the stoutest one, but young man, you'll always get a good look by the way you show him and the presence your calf has. Good job to you. Really stout one here, and this one's got tons of muscle and tons of shape. When they first come in, I thought he'll level out. He'll want to go ahead and move, and he doesn't. I mean, he hasn't yet. He wants to get a little softer in his spine. He wants to get very uncoordinated in terms of his rear leg. After that, that thing's got as much true shape right out from his hip to his tail head as any. He's still got presence. He's built unique down in the bottom side of his chest. for the muscle he's got up high. That one wants to open a shot up over the top of his shoulder, but simply he's got to put his rear foot down and be a little more coordinated and collected when he goes, but you've done a good job with him. Good solid calf comes next. He's got a nice look. He's longer bodied. He's level down his spine. He's good out his hip. He's got a good rear leg. That one just needs more true shape. He needs a shot better look up front. He gets a little cresty over the top side of his neck, a little plainer through the base of his chest. With that, that's okay. He just needs to open up from his shoulder back with more true body shape. Young lady, you've done an awesome job the last 2 days. We got a good calf comes next, and old Yeller, he can run up quite a bit if we can fix him up front. He wants to get a little open and then go straight. He wants to kind of open up and come apart up front. We fix that. His body's good. His hip is good. He's got muscle. He's still got a good look. That one gets a little plainer in his face, but everything else is pretty good. Just good solid one comes next. It's got a good look. You can keep right on going out the ring, young man. We got a good solid one here. He's long bodied, he's flexible. That one runs out of true muscle when you get right in behind him. Need to strengthen that one right up over his withers when we get him parked. Good cattle next. He's up-headed, he's attractive, he's good down his spine, he's good out his hip. Need to change that one's rear leg. Need to give him more true shape as well. Next one comes, got all the shape in the world on the stand. You can want to like that one. That right there is where we need to change him. He needs to get coordinated. He needs to come to us ready to be shown and maybe set his rear foot down, settle his spine in him, but a highly presented one there as well. Young man's done a good job here with one that comes next, a lot the same. He's presented to a T, he's up-headed, he's attractive. Underlying quality needs to be a nickel better on that one. Feet and legs on both ends is where we need to change him. Young lady comes with one next that is better in his underline. He's better in terms of his running gear. Probably when you get right in and study his angles, that one just gets a little plainer from his shoulder to his nose. Need to set his tail head down in him. Good class of cattle. Congratulations to all you young people.
Okay, just a reminder, after the Grand Prospect Drive, we will do the Grand and Reserve Best of Arizona. We're taking the top 2 highest placing Arizona kids, and we will have a Best of Arizona Drive after the Grand Prospect Drive at the end of this show. The class results for Class 6. In first place was entry number 7771, Dallas Ritchie from LaPorte, Indiana. Second place was entry 7486, Addie Owensby from Folsom, New Mexico. Third place went to entry number 7504, Katie Kaysen from Wheatland, Wyoming. Fourth place went to entry number 3797, Jordan Hamill from Hagerman, New Mexico. Fifth place went to entry number 7761, Joshua Bartold, Spanish Fork, Utah. And sixth place went to entry 7331, Elizabeth Heshe. Our 2 Best of Arizona competitors out of the 6th class is Elizabeth Heshe and Faith Campa. Please make sure you make your way back after the end of the Grand Prospect Drive. Entering the class now. Class 7. Entry 6245, Katie Ramsey. Entry number 7667, Madison Blythe. Entry number 1377, Clinton Dennis. Entry number 8303, Ari Martinez. Entry 4315, Kendra Barnes. Entry number 7830, Stetson Roethlisberger. Entry 3681, Haley Crawford. Entry 7437, Tyler Poquette. Entry number 7636, Kellen Stanley. Entry 8315, Summer Wangro. Entry 2890, Reagan Nash. Entry 7756, Weston Harrison. Entry 7934, Isla Gooch. Entry 3667, Mackenzie Crawford. Class number 8, please check in. Class number 8, please check in at the main makeup area at the north gate by the Weaver and Sullivan booth. Your class is next. Class 9, please be on deck. A few more of our major sponsors in the cattle division. Please be sure to say thank you to our major sponsors. Canyon View Ranch, GNC Water and Ice, JH Cattle, Johnson Livestock Company, Rocking W Angus, Roots Show Cattle, the Sartwell Brothers, and Stotts Equipment. Thank you for your donations and your time. We appreciate your support, all sponsors. Please be sure to say thank you.
Having fun? Oh yeah. You look bored as hell.
Yeah.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Why is it on the whole time?
Because people are requesting it, so. You're being highlighted in it though, so good for you.
What?
You're modeling in it though, so good for you.
Dude. Saw that stuff.
For Class 8, We are looking for Jordan Hamill, Kenzie Neve, Samuel Fodge, Jay Sevens, and Megan Miller. Please make your way to the check-in gate. Your class is next. Jordan Hamill, Kenzie Neve, Samuel Fodge, Jay Sevens, and Megan Miller. Please make your way to the makeup area. Class 9, be ready.
Another good class here and some challenges down through here, but I think never much of a question of where we were going to land, or for me, and these top three are good, and then I think there's one that just puts the other two together and takes it to another level. That one, his presence is so good. He's up-headed, his neck ties the right way. That's a show calf that comes to us with some extra muscle and some density in terms of that muscle. Feet and legs are the best of these top three in terms of being square, coming and going. He puts his front feet down and goes better than the black one. He's more attractive in terms of how he uses his rear leg than the one right behind him. With that one, just needs to continue to soften every day you feed him. If that one softens through his foreribs, softens through his body, the far-reaching pieces he's got on both ends of his skeleton tied on a good structure. Hey, there's lots of upside with that calf, young lady. You've done a good job with him. Continue on. Congratulations to you. 2 and 3 get pretty close in my mind. And this one here in second, I just wish he would be as proud as our class winner. His neck's tied in high enough. He just wants to kind of settle it and let it go. It's hard to keep it up. But from his forerib back, that thing is way good. He's square out of the back of his blade. He's wide at his pin set. He's got an awesome hip, awesome rear leg. He still balances okay. He too needs to soften right in the center with more shape right there in his forerib and his center body. But I just wish to push that class winner, we could let that one have just a shot more presence when he came out here. That's how close these are. That's the way I saw him. You've done an awesome job presenting a very, very high quality calf. Got tons of upside. When this black one hit the ring and he settled down on his feet, I thought he was going to be our one. It's when he comes right at you. He gets just a shot pigeon-toed and he gets just a shot wider built. He wants to open up over the top of his blade. We almost need to shove his chine down in his shoulder just a nickel if we could. We're going to make them that wide up front. They got to be burly right in the center of their body. I can handle it if they're wide and they get a little pigeony up front, but we need from the point of their shoulder back, that's where their wow factor needs to come to match that. That thing's presence is good. He's got all two, has an awesome hip, awesome rear leg. His presentation is incredible. It's when that one comes right at you. The over the top of his blade, the way his are in terms of where he puts them and how he turns them in. Gets you to third man, but an awfully good calf in a good class. Good calf here in fourth. This one doesn't have the bone and the muscles, maybe some of those, but that's a good solid calf. We've talked about it. That one will finish the race and go to a fast steer show when he weighs 1350 and be very competitive because he's not messed up. That thing's long necked. He's got body shape. His hip is good. He's got muscle when you get into him. Just need to stouten his feature and his bone work. Stouter bone one comes next. This thing on the stand, you're going to want to love him. He's high-necked, he's awesome, he's really dense in his back shape. That one we put him out into motion. He just gets a nickel rounder in his hip, not as coordinated in terms of his rear leg. We get off the side of that one needs to balance better in his underline. Just be softer from his sheath back up into his flank. That one just gets a little round built for me. Good calf comes here next. He gets a little jammed together. He too needs to balance better in his underline. We need to redesign him in his rear leg. We put him in this kind of competitive class. That one just simply needs to set it down and drive better. Hey, maybe that comes the further he gets broke. You've got a high quality one you've done an awesome job with. Congratulations to you. I like a lot about this little calf comes next, and you get back off of him, and he just reads to be too quick for me. He's too short in his face. He's just too quick, his overall build. You look at the size of his cannon bone, you match all that, you try and proportion that one, maybe he just gets a little quicker. He's got a good rear leg. He's got muscle. One that gets a little plainer at the base of his chest, just a little bit jammed together from nose to tail. Just need to take him and yank him apart. Hey, we do that. The quality's there. For this guy, that one just simply gets just a pinch quick, but a very highly presented calf. Young lady, you've done a good job with. The yellow one comes next. It's just good livestock. He's long necked, he's long body, he's got body shape, and not as coordinated on his rear legs. We get him on the stand, he wants to get in his hock, he wants to maybe not be as square built as I like him to be, but that calf will feed good. He's got a good look. If we can keep his chest up in him, that one makes a really nice fat steer someday, just because his basic build and the fundamentals are good. He just needs to be tucked up there. He needs to be squared up in his rear hock, shot more genuine for me. Calf here comes next. Young man's done a good job with. On the stand, you want to like him maybe a nickel better than where he lands. He just simply gets too straight in his hop, and the way he gets out and moves. I wish he'd just reach and flex and extend his hop. He kind of dumps his pins in his hop. His step is long enough. Maybe you might say he just never extends his hop and sticks it out behind his tail and uses it the right way. But his look is good, hip forward, good calf right there. Best of luck to you. This one comes next. He has not near enough shape, I'll be the first to tell you. But of this next set, I'm comfortable that one can make it to an end point. Running gear's good on that one. He's got presence, he's got bone. If that one ever feeds with any body shape and any true shape out back, hey, that'll be all right, because he's dense backed up high. He's very square built up high. He's got an awesome rear leg that he uses it right. Still got presence. He just needs to soften. I'm just more comfortable in his kind of his skeleton and his running gear of what we got down here next. Stouter one comes next. Young man's done a good job with. Need to tuck that one in at the point of his shoulder. Need to redesign him on both ends. He wants to toe out up front. He's not as coordinated off his rear leg, but a good calf there. Young lady's got one here that needs to just continue to soften. He's high-necked. He gives you a nice look. His presence is good. His rear leg takes a long step. Maybe not as attractive, but it's still probably functional. But one that just needs to soften. We get a softer built white one here. Young lady's got, it's got tons of body and he's got shape up high, just not coordinated enough when we get him out and go. But you've done a good job with him. Young lady comes next with old paint. He's got muscle, he's short back, he's wide up high. We need to change her from her underline down. We need to stouten her bone work. Good class here. Congratulations to all of you.
The results for Class 7. First place was entry 2890, Reagan Nash from Pocatello, Idaho. Second place was entry number 6245, Katie Ramsey from Wairika, Oklahoma. Third place was entry number 7830, Stetson Roethlisberger from McKinnon, Wyoming. Fourth place, entry number 3681, Haley Crawford from Atascadero, California. Fifth place, entry number 8315, Summer Wangro from Kiowa, Colorado. And sixth place, entry number 1377, Clinton Dennis from Prineville, Oregon. Our Best of Arizona participants are Tyler Poquette and Kellen Stanley. Please be sure to come back to the arena after the Grand Prospect Drive for the Grand and Reserve selection of the Best of Arizona. Entering the ring now, we have Class 8. Entry number 3796, Jordan Hamill. Entry number 7798, Arden Franks. Entry number 4479, Kenzie Nev. Entry number 2320, Bailey Aguirre. Entry number 7866, Afton Cowcheck. Entry number 7446, Mally Center. Entry number 1497, Ward Roden. Entry number 7764, Samuel Podge. Entry number 5908, Jay Sevens. Entry number 1463, Levi Mayer. Entry number 3204, Grace Grosetta. Entry number 7359, Megan Miller. Entry number 4352, Ted Sargent. And entry number 7819, Kinley Stowe. Class 9, please make your way to the check-in area and check in.
Got your shades on. Bottom up. That's considered.
Class 9, please make your way to the makeup area and check in. Class 8 is in the ring right now being chosen. Class 9, make your way to the ring, please. Class 10, please be on deck. Tate Sorensen and Avery Cavett, please make your way to the north gate and check in. Your class is next. Tate Sorensen and Avery Cavett. Class 10, please be on deck.
Another good class here as we get into them. Lots of different types and kinds, and maybe structural differences that you can talk about. From ringside, y'all got your favorites, but I think logically lines up pretty good this way for me. And I'm going to tell you, you know, if that black one in second, if he's got bigger feet, if he can set his foot down and drive off of it, hey, this race maybe's not that close, but I don't know if we're there today. So we're going to use the one that comes to me, I think, with the most good and the most quality today in the way that I see them. And we're going to give up some bone, and I'm okay with that. Maybe give up just a shot of balance through the center of his body. But that white one is so fundamental in terms of the way he's built. That thing, you bet, he's not a stout bone, but that thing puts his foot down, drives off of it, he extends his hock, he's dense back. He's square back as any coming out of the back of his blade and out through his pin set. That thing floats out across here, and he still does it with ease. And maybe not the most attractive one up front, but hey, everything fits, everything matches. I love that thing's runners, and I love the way he can get out and go. He wants to open a shot over the top of his blade. Maybe that's where you can pick on him. Maybe he's not the most attractive and the sexiest one we've seen today, but a good calf right there. This black one came ready to show, and I'm trying to figure out if he's got too much hair down there on his ankle or if his feet are just small, and I'm going to land with his feet are just a pinch small. That thing is good though. He's good up high. He's in terms of his back shape is good. He's good out through his hip. Muscle's not a problem, look is not a problem, and his balance isn't a problem. He probably could use a shot more true shape right in the center of his body, maybe to proportion back with that hip that we got put in him. But I think as that one gets out in motors, he just simply needs to do that just a shot better. You show these in a smaller rings, 20 by 20 or 30 by 30, hey, maybe that's not as big an issue. You get back off of him, you watch him all the way around the ring, be up on his toes, you question if his feet are big enough. Hey, that's why he lands in second, young lady. That's an awesome calf. I hope it all works out, because if it does, that one's got big days ahead of him. You've done an awesome job presenting him, but we right here today, that right there, I wish he could go better off his rear leg. Good solid calf comes here in 3. He's a pinch straight up front with no question, but he balances of this next pair. I like his extension better. I like his neck set better. He's just a shot longer in his hip, so it makes him use his rear leg better. He's got a rear leg that's second to none in terms of how from the side he gets out and motors and goes off of it. He gets a shot up right in his knee. I'd love to just balance him just a shot better from his sheath back up into his flank. Give that one just a shot more punch right in the center of him. But hey, that one's going to get better every day of his life. If his knee stays in him, that one right there makes one unreal fat one somewhere in some certain breed. Good calf, very well presented. I like the little baldy that comes next. He's a little shorter build. He's a little jammed together. That's what got us today, young man. You've done one awesome job presenting, and it's not his front end, it's not his back. I wish I could just lengthen his hip and loosen his hip and let him take and hinge and use his hock just a little better, because that one's got presence, he's got balance, he's got muscle. Just wish he'd just loosen a little better up high in his hip and let his rear leg work just a shot better. Congratulations on a good calf there. Next pair are really good, and I like these cattle. They come to us the skinniest, the latest in their maturity pattern of this top end, and I think that's okay, because they're both dense up high. They got square backs in them. They're cattle that look like they're going to get better every day of their life. They didn't have the best trip out here in terms of their rear leg and the way they motored for me to give up some muscle to slide them up. Hey, if those things are flawless in their rear leg, I'll take a little later maturing one because their structure's so good. This calf here, he just balances better through the center of him. He's up-headed, he's attractive, he's square out his hip, he's good in his rear leg. That one simply needs to be just a little different in terms of his muscle shape. He needs to be a little different in how he uses his rear leg. A lot to say the same for the young lady. This one's a little square built right up high in his pin set. He just doesn't balance from chest to flank quite as good. He too needs changed in his rear leg. Both those were awesomely presented. Young ladies did an excellent job. Big stout yellow market heifer comes next. This one's really good on the stand. She just gets too tight in her hips. She needs to reach and go, take a longer step off her rear end, maybe just a little straighter up front. Good calf here that comes to us pretty skinny and late matured. This one just needs more width for me today. He just needs to be wider built underneath. He comes right at you and his knees come together. He's just too narrow built, but he's got an awesome look. He's big boned, his feature's good. That one gets better as we feed him. Gray one's got more muscle, he's got more bone. He just simply gets a little jammed together as well. Shorter in his hip, not as coordinated off his rear leg. One that gets just a little upright and a little spun out up front. We need to change him there, but a good calf. Man, young lady's got one comes next. Really extended, really long body, one that's got some muscle up high. Just need to balance this one better. Need to redesign the way he's built in his hop. Young lady's got one that's a little shorter back. This one's got tons of muscle, still attractive. This one's just a little too tangled up on both ends of his skeleton for me. Too straight up front, too short in his hip, not near enough length and extension in that stride when he takes off his rear leg, but a good calf in terms of muscle. Herbert comes next. It's just solid livestock. He'll never be the stoutest. He'll feed good. He's got balance. He's got look. Feet and legs are okay. Maybe not as attractive as we need for a show ring, but they're functional. Everything's good there. Just ran out of some muscle today and some bone. Young lady's got a high quality heifer here. Once again, I call that one very maternal in her kind. Maybe her quality's a nickel better than where she lands, but we look at them in a terminal setting. I don't know if there's enough true horsepower in that one to get her up in there any higher. Young lady's done an awesome job with one that just needs to balance better, needs to be more shapely. Another good class, another great set of young people. Congratulations to all of you.
Okay, class winners from Class 8 in first place. Entry number 3204, Grace Cressetta from Cottonwood, Arizona. Second place, entry number 4479, Kenzie Ned from Albany, Texas. Third place is entry number 7764, Samuel Fodge from Artesia, New Mexico. Fourth place, entry number 4352, Ted Sargent from Heber, Utah. Fifth place, entry number 7798, Arden Franks from Grass Valley, California. And sixth place is entry number 3796, Jordan Hamill from Hagerman, New Mexico. Our Best of Arizona participants from this class, please return for the final Grand and Reserve Best of Arizona is Grace Cressetta from Cottonwood and Kinley Stowe from Marana. Please come back at the end of the show. Entering Class 9, we have entry number 7745, Horatio Nunez. Entry number 4356, Ted Sargent. Entry number 7478, Addie Lafferty. Entry number 7706, Tate Sorensen. Entry number 7572, Avery Cabet. Entry number 7762, Samuel Fodge. Entry number 7788, Haley Maggie. Entry number 5343, Dalton King. Entry number 7779, Addie Odom. Entry number 4318, Desiree Barnes. Entry number 7447, Mallory Seenert. Entry number 7629, Jamison Ewig. Entry number 7850, Collins Dixon. Class number 10, please check in at the makeup area. Class 10 is our last class of prospect steers. And then we will be doing the top 5 from the prospect steers. So all class winners and second places, please return to the north gate and check in. All class winners and second places, please return to the north gate and check in for the Supreme Drive. The Best of Arizona Grand and Reserve will be right after the top 5 prospect steers. Correction, for the Supreme Drive, we will be placing the top 10 steers. The top 10 steers.
Pull up, and then once those cattle get past
It doesn't.
From Class 10, we are still looking for Megan Miller, Katie Custom, and Carissa Dickinson. Again, from Class 10, we are still looking for Megan Miller, Katie Kaysen, and Carissa Dickinson. Please make your way to the check-in gate as soon as possible.
Megan Miller, please make your way to the north gate and check in. Megan Miller.
Another good class here, very competitive, very challenging as you get down into it. And once again, I don't know if there's one that says, hey, I got to win by any means, but tons and tons of good ones in here and very, very competitive. I guess the black one, as longer we go, that one just suits me better in terms of everything kind of makes sense on that one. That one's got big feet. He's got an awesome rear leg. He uses it as correct as any. I think we compare him to the white one right behind him. He's just got more presence, and I know this may sound goofy. He's just better right in his hip and his stoutness of feature. He's just got a little more presence and a little cooler look out through his hip. He's a little bit better in terms of his bone for sure, but the knee set, his front knee set is better than the white one right behind him. He gets a little plainer in his head, and I wish with that being plainer, I wish he was a little stouter all the way through, if that makes sense. But that thing's got big feet, he's got big bones, he's still up-headed, he's still attractive. We put these cattle into motion up on the front end. That's the one that's built the most correct, and then puts enough bone and muscle and look with it. Good place to start. Congratulations to you, young lady. This white one I really want to like so much about him because that's a dense muscled one up high. I love him coming right out of the backside of his blade. I love the shape of his head. That one looks like he's going to feed and do everything the right way. I wish his bone and I wish his foot and his bone matched his stoutness ahead and his stoutness up high. That's probably where he gets a little challenging for me. He wants to get a nickel forward in his knee and maybe just a shot narrower through the base of his chest. I think at times we can sit out here and he can dump his pins and look just a nickel plainer in terms of the shape to his hip up high. He's got plenty of shape down low. Sometimes he can just give you a different look in terms of his pin set, in terms of how good he is up there. But a very, very well presented calf. He's good looking, he's dense muscled up high. I just love to stouten that thing up in terms of from his underline to the ground. I'd love to set him back at his knee. Young man, you've showed a pair of them so far. They've been good. You've done an awesome job getting it done. Good calf here in third is on the stand. This one is good. When she gets right there and gets his loin down and gets everything put together, hey, that calf comes together. He's up-headed, he's attractive. That's a dense back one that's got muscle. He's got true shape he was born with. That's all good. His body shape matches everything in terms of his condition and where he's at. He's not the boldest centered one, but he's okay there. So when we put him into motion, that one wants to dump his pins and not be as coordinated on his rear foot, and his rear leg throws him out of balance a nickel when we get him out on the go. But a good calf, when you get him parked, you get his spine down, hey, he gives you a good look. Congratulations to you. Young man comes next. He's had trouble with this one. He just doesn't want to go, but that's a good calf. He's good looking. His balance is good. His back shape is good. He's good out his hip. He's not as stout featured. He's a little more like the white one a couple ago in terms of his bone and his feature. I think where we get into problems with him, and he lands in fourth for me in this particular setting today. I just love to balance his underline just a shot better from his sheath back up into his flank. I'd like to stouten him up in his feature, but when he finally gets parked, he gives you an awesome look. He hadn't gave us a trip today to give us that same kind of look as he motors. Young man, you've done an awesome job hanging in there with him. The next pair of cattle here are a little more moderate. They got tons of muscle. I'm more suited with the Baldy because I just think he's better built. He's bigger in terms of his feet. He's better in terms of his rear ankle. He gets plainer in his head and his chest and all that, and that's all good. That will make a very good fat steer someday because his front feet, his toes go the same direction as his nose all the way through. He's still got balance. He's got muscle. Just need to make that one a shot more attractive today, if you will, in this particular setting. But young man, you've got every ounce out of him. Best of luck to you going forward. Hey, this one right here can give you a look at times where he wins and it's over, and then we can watch him. We can put him into motion. We can let him be a show calf, or maybe not propped up quite as good, and maybe you can start to see some issues that worry you. First thing is you need to stouten his feet. That thing's got huge legs. We presented him that way today. He's got little feet, and that's okay if he can handle them. He wants to get up on them. He's not as coordinated in terms of how he sets them up. When we get him on the stand, that thing has got an awesome look. Rib cage is crazy. His muscle is good. His back shape is good. We asked that one to go. He wants to run downhill. He wants to open at the top of his blade. He's not as coordinated with his rear foot. He dumps his pins a little bit, and we lose that balance that we got when we got him propped up. Young man, you got an awfully good one. You've hung in there with him. Best of luck down the road. That's the way I saw him today. Real good looking one comes next. He's very attractive. He's up-headed. His presence is good. I wish that one had more shape right in the center of his body. He comes to it skinny. I wish he had more shape, or I wish he had just a shot better rear leg as he handled it, okay? I can handle him a little harsher in the center of his body. I don't know if his rear leg's just perfect and he uses it right, but when you get him set, you get every ounce of him out of him. He's up-headed. He's attractive. He's got dense shape up high. When you get up on him, he's got more than you think he's got. We just need to balance his underline, need to redesign him in his rear leg, or let him handle it better maybe. It looks like it's built right. He just didn't give us the best trip today. Good calf comes here next. In old Yeller, he's up-headed, he's attractive, he's good in the center of his body. That one gets too narrow-chested, so in turn, he gets tangled up front. He wants to be a little more splayed out up front. He's not as attractive in his hip and his tail head set as those cattle right in front of him. We just simply need to change him the way he's built up front. Just give that one more true underpinning width from the base of his chest to the ball on his tail. He's got an awesome look. He's got muscle. He balances still good. Young lady does an awesome job presenting. Congratulations to you. Just kind of a solid built one comes next in the red baldy. This one's got extension up front. His balance is good. He's got body shape. He's got muscle. He doesn't bring it maybe to the level of some of these other cattle for this particular gig, but that's good solid livestock right there. We can stouten this bone work. We can give that one a shot better look maybe, but that one will make a nice fat steer. Nothing's messed up on that one. He maybe just doesn't come with as many tricked out pieces today, but a good calf there. Then we get into a pair of cattle that are good. They just structurally need to be changed. Young lady's calf balances better in his underline than the young man's does. That one's tailhead comes up. We need to redesign his hock. He's extended. He's got dense muscle. Young man's done an awesome job presenting this one. I wish his underline balance better, a little thicker and deeper at his sheath. He's a little higher in his twist. Everything runs uphill from his sheath back. That thing's got a good rear leg on the stand. He's not as coordinated either as he goes. We need to stouten that one right up over his withers. His look is awesome. His body shape is good. His rear leg is good on the stand. And young man, you've absolutely showed the wheels off of him. Congratulations to you. Young man comes next to the black one, a little more moderate. You can keep right on going. A little more moderate. Got body shape. He's still got a nice look. He's got width. That one just needs to be changed structurally off both ends. Young lady comes with one that's a little longer hip than the one right in front of him. But this one just doesn't balance as good in this particular class. Not quite as coordinated either in terms of how he gets out and steps off his rear leg. But another good class of calves. Congratulations to all you young people.
Last call for Megan Miller. Last call for Megan Miller. Your class is entering the ring. Your results for Class 9. In first place was entry number 7447, Mallory Centered from Fallbrook, California. In second place was entry number 7762, Samuel Fudge from Artesia, New Mexico. In third place was entry number 7478, Addie Lafferty from Bard, New Mexico. In fourth place was Ted Sargent from Heber, Utah. In fifth place was entry number 7706, Tate Sorensen from Spanish Fork, Utah. And in sixth place was entry number 5343, Dalton King from Toll House, California. Your Best of Arizona participants from that class are Addie Odom and Desiree Barnes. Please be sure to return with your animal after the Supreme Drive for the Best of Arizona class. Entering the ring right now, Class 10. Class 10 entering the ring, we have entry 8008, Stetson Roethlisberger. Entry number 7846, Lucy Flynn. Entry number 7361, Megan Miller. Entry 7505, Caden Kaysen. Entry number 7525, Adeline Jackson. Entry number 7952, Garrett Baser. Entry number 7415, Carissa Dickinson. Entry number 4313, Kendra Barnes. Entry number 3217, Peter Grossetta. And entry number 7823, Carly King.
I've been wondering for the past 2 days, like what is that?
All first and second place class winners, please make your way back to the ring. The Supreme Drive is the next class. All first and second class winners, please make your way back to the north side of the ring. Best of Arizona. Class participants, please listen for your name. Come back to the ring with your animal for the Best of Arizona class after the Supreme Drive. Shelby Vincent from Kingman. Faith Campa from Golden Valley. Bronson Campa from Golden Valley. Coley Wilkins from Eager. Carissa Dickinson from Chino Valley. Kellen Stanley from Sanders. Bentley Jarqueen from Kingman. Landon Rogers from Chino Valley. Elizabeth Heshy from Queen Creek. Faith Campa.
Another good class here as we get into them. Sorry about that. But a good calf here to win. This top pair is pretty close, and I think if we could put these two together, I think we'd be in a really, really good spot. And it took me a minute on that pair because one's probably a little more my speed, and that's the one that we go ahead and start with just in terms of the way he's built and such. But he maybe didn't have the best trip the first time around, and I was trying to make sure I wasn't sorting them on kind, and I was going to really get them on quality today and the way I see them, and I'm comfortable with that. The more he settled in and set his rear foot down and goes, hey, that's a good feeding looking calf that's dense muscled. He's good up front. I'm not going to tell you he's perfect. He's an equal bit round build in his hip, and he's just a little when he gets out and goes, and maybe we could stouten him up there. But when that one gets parked, his balance is good. That thing's got muscle. He's got great big feet. He just looks like one that feeds and makes an awesome fat steer someday. Young man, you've got a nice calf. You've done a really good job with him. This young man here in second showed quite a few of them the last 2 days, and I'll tell you what, he gets it all out of every one of them. And that's a really good calf right there from this side. His presence is incredible. His look, the way that thing's built down his top line, you got to decide if you think there's truly enough width underneath that one to go ahead and keep progressing and stouting as he goes. He's not near as genuinely stout. Maybe looks at it in terms of his bone work, the way he's presented. He's not as genuinely stout in terms of his foot and his bone work as our class winner. I guess my problem with that one is, and where I kept coming back to is, that one needs to be opened up right at the base of his heart, right in his forerib, and just open that thing up right there and give that one more true shape right down the center of his body. And hey, then that one gets really, really good to me because that thing's high neck. He's good looking. His chest still sits in him good and tells you for one that's body's like that he's going to feed okay because his chest just need to stouten that one up a pinch in terms of his center body, his forerib, and his actual God-given bone and feet and feature. But that thing is awesome in his presence. Very, very good calf. Very well presented. Big stout market ever comes next, and this thing is heavy duty in terms of width. She's as stout as any out of the back of her blade and all the way to her pin set. Those are big bone, big feet. She generally was born with them. This one just needs to gather herself up as she goes. She wants to waddle off her rear end and open up, not be as coordinated. That thing has got a great big hip. She still balances good. She's good up to her front end. All those things are good. She proportions good. That one goes. She just needs to be more coordinated for this guy today. She wants to get outside of herself and kind of duck her pins and go. I wish she'd just grab and go. Her quality's as good as any of them. She just needs to get out and do it better for me. Good calf here in fourth in terms of one that's got some bone. He's got some muscle. Square built out high. That one up high, that one just needs to have more true shape right through the center of him. That one needs opened up all the way through. That one just needs to have more true body shape. Square that one up in a rear hock, but a good calf there as well. We get into a good calf here in fifth. This one's just solid. He's going to feed good. He's up-headed. He's attractive. That one's got body shape. He's got some muscle. He doesn't balance in his underline quite as good as those cattle right in front of him. A little different in the shape to his face and the shape of his bottom jaw and the length of his nose. Excuse me. But a good calf in terms of one that's got body shape and balance. Just need to stouten him in his rear leg, change him there, stouten him right in his face. Good heifer comes next, and I'm going to give up just a shot of muscle because this one's high quality. Not as stout as those cattle on either side of her, but she's good looking. Her body shape is good. Her balance is good. That one can get out and go. We put her in this setting, just need to give her a shot, more true shape. Young lady comes next with all the shape and the power in the world. Need to set this one's tail head down in him. Need to change his rear leg. Need to fix him there, but that thing's got bone. He's got muscle. Still got a good look. The black and white one comes a little more modern in his kind. That one's extra stout, wide build, good body. That one wants to run downhill a pinch, not be as coordinated when we get him out and go. That one's not, gets a little more tangled up in his rear leg, but a good calf right there as well. Young lady comes with one that's getting to a point where he's about done in terms of condition, but good calf in terms of one that has some merit for having some muscle to him. Gets a little different on his rear leg and needs to be a little longer up front. Young man's done a good job showing a pair of them today that are extended. They're sound structured. Both those cattle he showed just needed a shot more muscle, shot more flesh and ability. But a good class there, really challenging up on those top three. You like them how you like them. The way I saw them today, congratulations.
We're still looking for our entry, Jace Evans, your second place calf from class 2. Please make your way back to the ring and check in for the Supreme Champion Drive. Jace Evans. Open show classes are posted at the Livestock office. Open show classes are posted at the Livestock office. The class winners from class 10. In first place, we have entry 7952, Garrett Baser from Lincoln, California. In second place, we have entry number 8008, Stetson Roethlisberger from McKinnon, Wyoming. In third place, we have entry number 7846, Lucy Flynn from Porterville, California. In fourth place, we have entry number 7505, Caden Kaysen from Wheatland, Wyoming. In fifth place, we have entry number 3217, Peter Grosetta from Cottonwood, Arizona. In sixth place, we have 7415, Carissa Dickinson from Chino Valley, Arizona. Carissa and Peter will come back for the Best of Arizona competition. At this time, we will bring in our second place winners from each class. From class 1, we have entry number 7786, Haley Maggie. From class 2, we have 7403, Jace Evans. From class 3, we have entry number 3692, Cameron Patorak. From class 4, we have entry number 7479, Addie Lafferty. From class 5, we have entry number 7488, Peyton Owensby. From class 6, we have entry number 7486, Addie Owensby. From Class 7, we have entry number 6245, Katie Ramsey. In Class 8, we have entry number 4479, Kinsey Nev. From Class 9, we have entry number 7762, Samuel Vodge. And from Class 10, we have entry number 8008, Stetson Roethlisberger. Let's give a round of applause to our second place calves in the Arizona National Prospect Steer Show. Now entering the ring, we have the class winners. Class 1, entry number 3431, Faith Campa. Class 2, entry number 2941, Cannon Buckner. Class 3, entry number 7758, Kinley Bartold. Class 4, 8285, Kendall Rust. Class 5, 2292, Addie Potts. Class 6, 7771, Dallas Ritchie. Class 7, entry number 2890, Reagan Nash. Class 8, entry number 3204, Grace Grosetta. Class 9, entry number 7447, Mallory Senert. Class 10, entry number 7952, Garrett Baser. Let's give a round of applause for our first place class winners in the Junior Prospect Show at the Arizona National. Our judge today is Brent Murphy. He is from Houstonia, Missouri. He is married to his wife, Dieta, and together they have 2 sons, Cole and Ty. He owns and manages Murphy Cattle Company, a 200-head seed stock operation consisting of Angus and Simmental genetics, as well as operating a semen sales business. Brent started showing cattle at the age of 12. He has previously worked for Trans-Ova Genetics and was the herdsman at Kissy and Wallace Cattle Company in Missouri prior to starting his own beef operation and semen business. Brent has judged at the National Western Stock Show, the Fort Worth Stock Show, the inaugural Show Steer Junior National, the Keystone International Livestock Expo, the American Royal, and at various breed Junior Nationals jackpot shows. Please give Mr. Murphy a warm welcome from the Arizona National Livestock Show. At this time, we would also like to recognize our major sponsors for the cattle show. At the end, please give them a warm round of applause, and if you see them, please thank them for their contribution. Without their contributions, we would not be able to have this great show. We want to thank Agridyne, Allflex Merck, Bales Hay Sales, Boehringer Ingelheim, British White Cattle Association of America, Canyon View Ranch, Empire Power Systems, Farm Credit West, GNC Water and Ice, Going Places RV, Hilton Garden Inn, Phoenix Midtown, the J111 Cattle Company, JBS Packerland, JH Cattle, Johnson Livestock Company, Lincoln Cattle Company, Mini Mafia, Nutrition by Design, Stock Show Secrets, Purina Animal Nutrition, Rocking W Angus, Rolling Hills Cattle, Roots Show Cattle, Salt River Project, Sartwell Brothers, Stotts Equipment, Sullivan Supply Incorporated, Tractor Supply Company, Transova, Weaver Leather Livestock, and WW Rodeo Livestock Systems. Please give these major sponsors of the Arizona National Livestock Show a warm round of applause.
I'll tell you what, before we go any further, let's give these young people, all of them that's been through this ring, a huge round of applause. It's been a good show. We've made it right through it. I think we've been timely and gave every one of them a fair look. This has been impressive. This has been good, and we, like we said yesterday, we can talk about the livestock for a long time, but it's been an awesome set of kids. It's been competitive, and maybe today, I'm always going to get just a pinch corny and talk about your kids, but maybe in a time today where we live in a world that maybe thinks competition isn't so good, I applaud you as parents, as people that put on this show, as helpers, as breeders, as whatever, to realize the importance of young people put in competitive situations where they can sink and swim both. Okay, that's what makes this better. That's what makes these projects absolutely so incredible. You bet everybody loaded their trailer real close to Christmas. They drove to the Arizona National, been getting work ready for it for a month. And you bet I'll be the first one in line to tell you I didn't want to come to be second if I was showing too. But I'll tell you what, don't get hung up on that right there. Don't get hung up on a ribbon. Don't get hung up on a place. If you don't agree with what I did, that's good with that. Never hoped that anybody really agreed with me, or it never validated me as a human being. I'll promise you that, what somebody else thinks, until you get into my integrity. Okay? I think that is the utmost of importance, is a high level of integrity, and the only way these young people get it is us as adults show it to them and push them and keep them there, okay? So we are in a very competitive sport. It costs a lot of money to do it. We've never been at a time where they cost more, where feed costs more, where fuel costs more. But I'll promise you this. If you're a parent, or if you're a helper, a 4-H FFA leader, whatever you are, whatever you did to come to help this show, if you ever, and we all have, you've talked about it, you've thought about how high maybe it is to get here, what it all costs. This moment right here makes all that pretty pointless, right? Okay? We cannot at all, when we leave this world and the good Lord takes us home, we can't take any of that with us. The only true measure of how good of human beings we were is how good we left it, and how good we left the young people behind us to make it better than it was when we were here, and pay it forward. So, hey, you got to listen to me one more day. I'm not going to keep going. Like I said, I could talk about these kids. I could talk about these stuff all my life. That's truly what I am. I'm just as simple a character as it's here today, giving you every ounce of what I got to line these up, and I take a lot of pride in it. If anybody's got any questions, I'm tickled to death to talk to you because I'm trying to describe them to you absolutely to the very best ability, whether I own them or you own them, and that's all I got. So I know what it takes to get them to this point. I know what it takes to put them in this ring, and I know how it is when you get disappointed. But hey, listen to me. Never miss the big picture. It's not about me. It's not about the guy that raised him. It's not about the guy that dressed him out back. Hey, it's about these kids in the ring. We can throw cans and we can throw things and we can throw fits and we can cuss and make it negative. We can do that. We do that. We caved into the rest of the world. We can make it positive and we can hold these kids up and we can keep pushing them forward. And that right there is why agriculture kids are the absolute best thing we have in America. So it's been an absolute honor and a pleasure. Give these young people a big round of applause. This top 5 is going to be good. This champion's one that hit me like a ton of bricks. I love this calf. I love him every time he's walked in here. I think as good as this show is, I think this one right here is as highly unique individual as I've seen. So let's give him one more big round of applause. I'm going to go shout here and show him to you the way I like it.
Our Supreme Champion steers from Class 4, entry number 8285, Kendall Rust. Congratulations. From Class 5, our Reserve Supreme Champion is entry number 2292, Addie Potts. Congratulations. The third overall steer is entry number 7771, Dallas Ritchie. Congratulations. Our fourth place prospect steer is from Class 7, entry number 2890, Reagan Nash. Congratulations. fifth place heifer goes to entry number 7952, Garrett Baser. Congratulations, Junior Prospect Cats. We're gonna take champion and reserve champion pictures with the judge next, and then we will have our Best of Arizona competition. So please bring your Best of Arizona, the names I've called. I will call them again so you all know who you are. I'm so sorry, they're steers, not heifers. Maybe a few heifers. Faith Campa, Bronson Campa, Coley Wilkins, Carissa Dickinson, Kellen Stanley, Landon Rogers, Bentley Jerqueen, Elizabeth Heshy, Faith Campa with your second steer, Tyler Duquette, Kellen Stanley with your second steer, Grace Grosetta, Kinley Stowe, Desiree Barnes, Addie Odom, Peter Grosetta, and Carissa Dickinson. The first place winners will come into the ring first, champion will be selected, and then your second place will come in. class. We have all the class winners from each of these tier classes. From class number 1, we have entry number 7939, Shelby Vincent from Kingman. Correction, from class 1, we have entry number 3431, Faith Tampa from Golden Valley. From class 2, we have entry number 3968, Bronson Tampa from Golden Valley. We have from class 3, we have entry number 7637, Kellen Stanley from Sanders. From class 5, we have entry number 7733, Landon Rogers from Chino Valley. From class 6, we have entry number 7331, Elizabeth Heshy from Queen Creek. There's no class 4 in Arizona. Class 7, our entry is 7437, Tyler Paquette from Flagstaff. Class 8, we have entry number 3204, Grace Rosetta from Cottonwood. Class 9, we have entry number 4318, Desiree Barnes from Cottonwood. And from class 10, we have entry number 3217, Peter Rosetta from Cottonwood. These are your first place Best of Arizona entries from each class.
Once again, it's been a pleasure to be here with you today. An absolute huge honor. It's been fun to work with you young people and give you my opinion of their livestock. Like we said, not worried maybe if a lot of you agree, but I hope you understand what I was seeing, and I've described them to you in a way that you can tell, and that's all I can do. I know I'm not going to make everybody happy, and hey, that's an easy trade-off to be able to work with your young people, especially when they're this caliber. So it's been an absolute honor here. Why don't you give these Arizona kids a big round of applause as well. Pretty neat deal here. So I think we bring them back out here. There's one that suits me really good in terms of just getting better every day of his life and feel good enough today to win. And I think just highest quality one, very well presented. A young lady with that white one right there. She'll be your champion.
Your winner is 3204, Grace Rosetta from Cottonwood. Congratulations, Grace. Your second place entry from that class coming into the ring right now is entry number 7819, Kenley Stowe from Marana.
That young lady's got a big stout market heifer we talked about. And on the stand, you want to like her. She just gets a little tangled up and a little more restricted off both ends of her skeleton, but high quality one there. I think he gets real close for reserve between a pair of them. One of them being the young lady out of class 1, one of them being the great one right here that comes to us a little dull-haired and maybe not quite tricked out quite as much in terms of presentation. That's a good calf. I think it gets really, really close there. I think maybe one of them comes with maybe just a few more pieces at this setting today that I could gravitate to. I think the other one's got tons of upside and can get very good, but the one that suits me next best is the little one out of class 1. He'll be your reserve. Best of luck to all of you. It's been an absolute honor, privilege to be here with you today.
Your reserve champion, Best of Arizona exhibitor is entry number 3431, Faith Campa from Golden Valley. Congratulations, Faith. Congratulations, all you Arizona kids, for making a beautiful presentation of your animals.